各位亲爱的网友朋友，大家好。
Hello everyone.
我们刚刚学到了地藏经，
We just learned about the Earth Law
收到
Sutra,
大家的来信呢，留言
and I've received many letters and messages from all
多
of
的
you.
就是说从现在开始
Most of them say that from now
不
on,
能做了，
they know that there are many things they
就是说
can't do
劝
anymore.
自己和家人哈，
For example, advising oneself and family members to kill less and eat more
不做坏
vegetables,
事，
to do more good deeds and avoid bad
这
deeds.
个地狱啊，
This is too terrifying.
这个随时就在
This
我们
hell, it's always right under our feet. And one careless step, and you could fall in. That's
上
the reality.
复习一下哈，
So, everyone, let's review.
这个其实是佛比喻的，
This is actually a metaphor used by the Buddha, and I'm just explaining it, and it's just my understanding. So, this is like a 9-story building. 3 floors are underground,
3到1天
and that represent the 3 lower realms.
做的好事多呢，
So, the middle 3 realms are related to humans,
哎，这真
and the upper 3 realms are related to the heavenly realms. And doing good deeds is like being tied to the balloons that rise upwards. Jason, what happens if you do many bad deeds? So you'll be like being tied to a weight and falling down. So if you do good deeds, it's like balloon floating upwards. So if you do many bad
多
deeds,
做功德的事，
then you will fall down all the
尤其
way.
是少杀生啊，其实给人带来
And
伤害
actually, when we do more good deeds and avoid bad ones, we need to tie more balloons, like engage in more meritorious deeds, especially avoid
带
killings.
来伤害的可能有几种情况呢？
In fact, inflicting harms on others is not limiting to just killings. We also want our online viewers to learn. Let's recall.
最重要的是要孝顺父母，不能杀害。
What of the possible situation that can cause harm to others? Apart from killings, there's also deceptions and theft.
对不对？
So killing is the most severe.
孝敬啊，
So the most important thing is to be filial to your parents. Not harming your parents is the most important of all. One must not harm or
年老体
kill.
衰的老人，
Harm doesn't necessarily mean taking a life, right? Especially being unfilial, like insulting or disobeying your parents, or even pushing them, though not hitting directly.
过去的
Elderly people, they are frail with age, and they cannot withstand such a push,
不孝，
or even a slight bump. That's a grave act of unfilial piety. So in ancient royal laws and government's punishments, this act of defiance and unfilial behaviors was punishable by
爱
beheading.
怎么着怎么着，所以人太民主了，不
So
民
this
主
is
啊
very strict.
所以大家在追求
Indeed, everybody could feel if it's not
当自
if
由
it's not
到
strict, the world can become
大
very
没事的
chaotic.
时候呢，
So when people become too democratic,
出现了一种
what happens?
啊，
Because to have when it's not democratic, people will pursue freedom, right? And there are many inconveniences. When freedom is taken to the extreme without boundaries, chaos will happen.
撒谎、
What else?
哎，
That's maybe like fire, fraud, maybe gambling, theft,
诈骗、
robbery, jealousy, laziness, lying, drugs abuse,
贪污、
corruptions. There are 2 things that people overlook.
嫉妒、
One is jealousy
奢侈、
奢侈浪费。
懒惰。
and also laziness.
上次我们就说过，懒惰
Last time we
不以为
talked
是
about
一个
laziness.
是吧？
And most don't consider it as a fault,
这
right?
个房子变烂掉了。
In reality, there are many things, like a deteriorating house, is results from
因为管理
laziness,
人的懒惰让这个事业垮掉。
or a thriving and prosperous business because of laziness of its management, it can collapse.
之前
Speaking of this, I remember that the company that produced iPhone is called Apple, right?
乔布斯
So one of the CEO is Steve Jobs, who recently passed away.
这个是一
And what happened to the CEO before Steve
家
Jobs?
公司哈，遇到了
When
问
the
题不要
company
狂
was
跌的时候
facing problems
人家一家四口
and
在国外
the
海滩
stock
上
was
不要打扰我
plummeting, he,
这
with
是我
his
的
family
度
of
假的
4,
私人事情
were vacationing on the beach
把这个
resort
董事会给
aboard.
气的呀
And he said, "Do not disturb me. This is my private vacation time." Imagine how furious that makes the board of directors. They are burning with rage and is extremely angry. They were furious. And immediately they decided that they will fire him immediately. They quickly bring back the stubborn and strong-willed Steve Jobs, the person who cherished the business as if it was his own life. They brought him back, and he diligently revitalized Apple. Let's talk about this later, because every business has its own ups and downs. So it's a story in that era that has to do with laziness. So laziness itself is selfishness, seeking personal pleasure, especially in those important positions. For example, nowadays there are many internet-based organizations, right? So your organization's computer get a virus and crashed. Let's say you're in banking, and customers can't withdraw or deposit money when needed. They can't access online services, and there are many complaints. Say it happens on a Saturday morning and you are off for these 2 days. If you are one of the managers and your boss contacted you, shouldn't you have a sense of responsibility? Not just thinking about overtime pay, but feeling that I need to quickly help my bank restore its operations. So do you have a sense of responsibility? If it were me, I would. There's an old saying says that receive a person's salaries and you want to serve the person. You should do the job. For a hitman, it's about taking people's money and eliminating their troubles. That's how the underworld operates, actually. When talking about the underworld or the straight path, if your job is to provide this kind of service, then occasionally working overtime during a crisis is just part of the moral duty, isn't it? So forget about overtime pay for a moment. I should first restore the normal operations of the company. So if the company goes under, can you still work there? You'll be gone, right? But some might say that, what does such a big company have to do with me? If they don't keep me, someone else will. I will find another job. I feel that this person is heartless and ungrateful. Such a person, I believe, if a lady were to marry him, would he feel responsible to her? So will he love her when she's old and frail? And if she for you, he might say, you got what you deserve. I've been waiting to give you a dose of poisons. So when you see minor negative issues are magnified, the problems becomes quite significant. This is a kind of lazy attitude. As Master mentioned, it's hoping that they could still, for example, put in a bit more effort after work hours. So when that's more, it's even more, it's worse when they don't even perform their basic duties diligently, right? There are some people like that. They are just pure lazy. And sometimes it may actually cost life. Say, for example, in constructions, right? In a construction site, it may cost life. Indeed, cutting corners at work is deliberate. I can do less work during construction. The boss invests less, the worker do less. And the worker did less labor. 1 year, I won't want to mention that country. The amusement park in a certain country is a large park. It charges an entrance fee. The rides are mostly speed-oriented, and each game requires its own fees. For example, it takes about like $50 for spin. And there's also a big wheel, like a Ferris wheels. And it's paid like $60 per cycle. And one of the Ferris wheels fell over. And when it fell, more than 60 people were injured and more than 30 were killed on the spot. And how many people were injured? Hundreds. So upon inspections, they found why it had collapsed. The most crucial connection points could only bear a few hundred pounds. How many tons does a Ferris wheel's large iron frame weight? It must be at least over 50 tons. It's simply swaying in the wings. So it's a miracle more weren't killed. In the end, they investigated. The company that made the Ferris wheel has long gone bankrupt and closed down. Finally, because human lives involved, they confronted the boss. The boss claimed that everything he instructed met safety standards, but the worker didn't do their job properly. The boss underpaid the workers. And so the workers were even lazier in welding, right? And there was also mistakes made during installation. For example, if a 20 centimeter screw was required, they used a 18 centimeter one, making it more prone to loosening. But if left loose and with no maintenance and with continuous operation, the screw got even looser. When it comes to collect money, the boss just pockets the money and leaves, neglecting the maintenance of these machines. So a good business cannot be lazy in maintenance. Management cannot be lazy, right? Especially the boss cannot be lazy. The workers and the management teams below dare not slack off. Otherwise, it will be a matter of life and death, especially those who make electrical appliances, all kinds of them. Say water heater is used in every household, especially those that need to be plugged in, can be tricky. So if a workers don't handle one or two processes properly during installation, many people could get electrocuted and die while showering. We have discussed such tragic cases before. Also, in many countries, many households nowadays, they use water heaters to shower. They are gas-fired. That's safe, right? Well, there's another little result of laziness. That's when using the gas shower. If it's not ventilated well, it can lead to gas poisoning. Actually, especially in the past few years, many people didn't understand. They thought that burning such a stove, which they consider high technology, just need to be installed anywhere. And then you could have a hot shower. But that's not the case. There are basic requirements, such as adequate ventilation. Many people don't know this and just install it on their own, thinking as long as they get hot water, it's done. But actually, it's not. Speaking of the shower room, it must be ventilated and it must have ventilation with the outside air, meaning that there should be an opening of at least 20 to 30 centimeters for air circulation with the outside. Inside, gas is being burned. You just can't see it. The gas is used to heat the water. In fact, the stove is hidden within the small box. Where does the waste gas goes from burning coal? And the waste hot water go? If it doesn't have a way out, it can intoxicate the person showering, especially girls who might take longer washing their hair, right? Usually after 20 minutes or so, it's possible that one might get carbon monoxide poisoning and faint. Within a certain amount of time or minutes, if not rescued in time, the person can become brain dead, and it's very terrifying. Due to this, people have died while showering from electrocutions and from carbon monoxide poisonings. Every year, there are still a significant number of such cases worldwide up to now. So we should not be lazy when doing things, because many things happen due to laziness. When driving, especially at high speed, when one is veering to the side of the road or turning corner, you see how many careless drivers making a turn with large vehicles and end up running over the motorcyclists next to them, especially at road intersections. Particularly when driving long trucks and making a turn, they might knock over or even crash pedestrians standing in the safe zones, or because they were too lazy to take an extra look. So it's a lack of responsibilities, too lazy to look properly and end up killing someone. And then those driving tall trucks, very tall trucks under a bridge, hitting the bridge pillar and then bringing down the bridge, right? Usually such hard impact would kill the driver. It's impossible for the driver to survive. Laziness, negligence, you would just need to be a little bit more careful, right? So if you have a sense of responsibilities, you would be more alert to your job. You need to be vigilant and responsible and diminish your laziness, right? Only then can you ensure that things are safe. When others are safe, you are safe too. So not to mention those working in construction site are at great height, they must always be alert and careful, diligence and cautions. So there are many sinful behaviors that in our daily work, right? So they happens in our daily work. For example, once jealousy arises, we may not even realize it. Immediately, we might start making sarcastic remarks or backhanded comments. We start to tattle and meddle with others, or seriously even hurting others with words, and may lead to them to commit suicide or provoke them into a fight.
到了阴间了，
These actions may not have legal consequences, but in the afterlife, Yama, the king of hell, will hold you
我
accountable.
们在生活中
Thus, without proper learning in their present
没
life
有这份警觉
and
性，
without the sense of moral vigilance,
我们随
we
时
could commit
就会
crimes
犯
and create
罪
karma
造业。
at any time.
当问题出来了
So
之
when the
后，
problems
有的时候人
arises,
在佛前
some might
神
question
前
in
神
front
在
of
师父前
Buddhas, God, or
说你
even
看
their
我们这么好
Grandmaster,
怎么还
saying,
出这种
"We have
问题
been doing good. Why do we
意思
still
是
face such
这个
issues?
时候你并没有拿账
You
本
were
来
just
查看
good
一
at
下
this
到阎王
moment.
爷看看你
You
的账
haven't
本
reviewed
是
your
吧
actions.
罪过有多少
But if you were to see your records in
只是
front
犯罪
of
成了
Yama,
习惯就已经
then
不
you
是
will
犯
know
罪
how many sins you have committed."
就是这样子。
Understand?
所以大家一定要时时的
Sometimes when committing sins has become a habit, people might not recognize it was wrongdoing. That's how it is. So everyone, you must be careful and cautious. As I mentioned earlier, problems arises from just laziness alone are countless. The direct harms is very troublesome. So if we are not careful, we will fall. Because the harm caused turn us into heavy debt weights,
这里包含着
sinking
所有的，包
down
括天
into
人
hell.
别说普通
And
人，
this includes all people,
更不要说你是
even
一
the
个读过
celestial
大学的，
beings,
什么读过博士
the
的
ordinary
没用
people, let alone those with advanced degrees, or even a PhD holder, they are not
天人
exempted.
不好好谨慎的，一
Isn't
样
it?
落入地狱。
The more educated, the more severe the crimes.
也不光是坏
Even
人，
celestial
天人
beings
也一
can
样
fall into hell if
啊
they are
天
not
龙八部
careful.
也一样，
And
一
it's
样
not
落入
just
的
humans who can
这
fall
地狱
into
不是个
hell,
好地方。
not just the wicked.
所以我
Celestial
们
being
懂得
too.
了哈，从
Even
这
the
个时候从
heavenly
哪开始做
dragons
起呢？
and the 8
这个认识
divisions
到了
of
哈，要
divinities
让自己
can
警
fall
醒，
into hell.
我们
Hell
要
is
开
not a
始
good place.
恭敬、
Now we understand.
赞美啊，供奉
However, where do we
地藏
start?
王菩萨，
Once we realize
多
we
做这
need
样
to
的事
keep
情。
ourselves vigilant, we should start by showing respect, praising, and worship the Earth's
这
Bodhisattvas.
样的一个
We should
自我
engage
警
in
醒
such
的
practice
这样的一
to
种
remind
精神
ourselves
状态
every day in order to maintain
恶言
self-vigilance.
不出口，
Avoid uttering
恶念
harmful words
不生
and
气
harboring negative
对
thoughts.
善念
Nurturing
最
good
重要，
intentions is the most
就
important.
是时时祈
And as the
福，
saying goes, always
务实
diligently
得
clean and don't let
多
dust
一点
settle.
善念，
Have more
少
good
一分
thoughts
恶念。
and reduce bad ones.
对，想这种坏事
So
该
when
不该做呀？
contemplating
想的
whether
时候
or
是
not to
那
do
就
something,
当进行
it's
犹豫这
if
件
you
事
know
该
that it's a
不该
bad
做就该
actions,
做，有的时候
make a decision not to do it.
要是好事该不该做，也思考的时候
Well, if it's good actions,
就是这样。
then go ahead and do it.
好，这个太重要了。
This is so
那么在
critical.
这个大家学习这
So
个地藏
during
经
this
这个期
period,
间呢，还有
when everyone
后来
is
很多
learning
外
the
语的
Earth
信
Soul
徒
Bodhi,
有
Earth
这
Soul
个
Bodhisattva
对于
Sutra,
解脱超度
many online viewers have
啊，
written
世界各地
letters
都有来
and
信
sharing
啊，
that
往
their
生的
deceased
亲人，
relatives have
有
been
些尤其是
liberated
托
and
梦，
saved.
这几天
I
托梦
receive letters from
梦到
all
他的
over
亲
the
人
world.
往上走，
The departed
梦到
loved
地
ones,
藏王菩萨
especially
或者
in
像金
dreams,
色的一个生
have
命，
been
就不
appearing
同
these
寻常的
days.
金色的生命，将他
Some
这个往生
mentioned
亲人
dreams
接到
where
上
their
头去了。
deceased loved one
哎，
were
还有
ascending,
过去梦到往生亲人都是愁眉苦脸的，
or they saw the
啊，
Earth Soul
阴风
Bodhisattvas
凄凄的
or a
那个样
unique
子。
golden
那
light
现
from
在之
guiding
后，
their
哇，这个
light
阳光
that
灿烂，
guide
哎，
their
都
loved
是光
ones
明的往上
upwards.
走的，这些
Others
都是
mentioned
好事。
previous dreams where their
我
deceased
就不
relative
一
appeared
一的解
distressed
答，
and
不一
surrounded
一
by
的
a
给你
very
回
chilly
信，
aura,
因为
but now
我
they
自己
dream
的
of
思想
them
是这
bathed
样
in
啊。
radiant lights
所以
ascending.
就是回答大家这样。
So these are all
凡
good
是看
signs.
到的梦中，
I won't
亲人到了
individually
好的地
interpret
方，
or reply
他
to
的
each
面容
letter
啊，感觉
due
都
to
比较
time constraint, but
快
generally,
乐的、自
if
在
you
的，
dream
多
of a
好。
deceased relative in a
对，
better
就
place,
就
looking
放心。
happy and
所以我们的
carefree,
一份善念
that's
啊，
a good
就可
sign.
能
So
是
take
就
comfort
是
in
挽
that.
救解
So
救了
our
我们
good
在
intentions
地狱
could
受苦
possibly
的
be
亲
the
人。
salvations for
哎，
our loved
做
ones
那一
suffering
份功
in
德
hell.
啊，一份
An
功德，
online viewer from
很多人
Korea
啊
told me
就
that she actually offered
就是
lights for her
啊，
elderly father
就是
who
点
suffer
了盏灯啊，
from liver cancer.
为他的这个老父亲，哎，这老父亲也是得这个肝癌，据说
It is
据
said
说
that
过去老父亲
the
年
old
轻的
father
时候
had
杀
even
过人，
killed someone when he
对，
was
有
young.
这些罪过，但是呢，避开了
So although he
这个追
managed
究，
to evade
那
legal
肯定下地
pursuit,
狱了嘛。
he was certain destined to hell. In the past, she dreamed of a father, and he was being punished and beaten, his face covered in blood. But recently, her dream of her father has changed. He was clean and he has a smile on the face, and with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas guiding him upwards, she was very relieved. There were many similar accounts from Malaysia and Singapore. There's also a father where body is as white as a tin hamstock, always surrounded by many evil spirits. And the father is struggling in pain. But after recently learning the Earth Store Sutra, he offered in front of Buddhas for his father. And after listening and doing an instruction, the father changed. He's still wearing white, but he returned to his youthful, handsome, and dashing self. And he was riding like a bicycle, and in a moment he soared into the sky and even turned back to wave goodbye. His ascended is truly amazing. The path in front of him was beam of white lights that took him up. It's really good. Good that everyone knows now is about us doing more meritorious deeds. That is, don't wait until you have caused trouble. And let's discuss how to resolve it. Now that we have read the Earth Store Sutra, there are two major ways to solve these problems. First, recognize your sin. Second, accumulating merits to avoid subsequent fall. Third, I have repeatedly emphasized, if our relatives are suffering in hell, those of us still alive cannot find peace. In fact, the principles of this world are unified. Renowned fortune tellers, feng shui masters, and those with the ability to speak spirits, they can descend, and they can see that malevolent energy in your family based on your appearance. It's aligned with what Buddhism teaches. The more we learn, the more we understand. The world principle of yin and yang, good and evil, cause and effect, these concepts of karmic retributions manifest in our fate and appearance, including our physical looks, all are the results of karma. Scary, isn't it? Even our appearance is the result of karma. And that's what we speak. Speaking, being born as a human, we all hope to be intelligent, lovely, healthy, and fortunate person. A person who is wealthy and noble in this life, right? We all hope for this. All this achieved through the merits of practice, not to mention becoming a celestial being. Just achieving great wealth and honor in one life is challenging. After all, there are only a few who are extremely wealthy in the world, right? Most people have to work hard to put food on table. A minority possess wealth that they can't even spend in their lifetime and experience no major misfortunes. Such fortunes are cultivated from their past life. The other day, outside our meditation center during the pandemic, we had set up a tent outside our meditation center. Everyone could sit there, drink tea, and chat. And there was this lady. I approached her and said, although you came due to some difficulties, but many aspects of your life has been smooth. Turned out, each of her 3 sons excelled academically, showcasing extraordinary intelligence. It's incredible, right? I see her as a wealthy person. The wealth is due to her past virtues. In the past, her ancestors have held very high positions. Because of this power, they have helped many people. But there's a malevolent aura around you, I added. She replied, really? You just praised me? Yes, because in past life, some of your ancestors were military officers and killed many. So the situation is quite complicated. This is destiny. She has a destiny of wealth and privilege, but adversities may occur due to many lives taken in the past. For example, if you killed 500 people and only 389 of those souls have settled their grievances, there are still over 100 left. Alright, once you understand this, we will realize that our life's wealth, fortune, disasters, careers, and even lifespan, and the state of our descendants are all linked to the cause and effect relationships. This is the principle that every cause has an effect derived from such relationships, so everyone should avoid doing evil and only do good deeds. We should practice more and do more meritorious deeds. Do you remember what the scriptures say? As long as the name of the Buddha and Bodhisattva passes through your ears, passes through your mouth, and enter your heart, it can eliminate countless disasters. Yes, at crucial moments, those who are supposed to go to hell, they won't go to hell. So what's next? So I want to chant the Earth Soul Bodhisattva's heart mantra with everyone, to pray for blessings for everyone. Everyone, now you can think about it. Who in your families are you praying for? You can think about it, or you can pray for your entire family or for a specific person or someone who is currently ill. Or if there are some important troubles to be resolved, or if you wish for health and longevity, it's all possible. Then we just need to concentrate and chant sincerely. So let's prepare to chant.
Aham ha ha ha, 为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？ 为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哈哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？ 为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？ 为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑为什么耶娑 什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什 梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵 么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么 为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？ 什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈！为什么耶梭哈？哈！为什么耶梭哈？为什么耶梭哈？为什么耶梭哈？为什么耶梭哈？为什么耶梭哈？为什么耶梭哈？为什么耶梭哈？ 为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？ 哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？唵哈哈哈，为什 梭唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？唵哈哈哈，为什 梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈，为什么耶梭哈，哈哈，为什么耶梭哈， 什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈？哦。 耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什么耶娑哈，唵哈哈哈，为什 为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？啊，哈哈哈，为什么耶梭哈？哦，哈哈哈，为什么
以此诵念功德回向法界。
May the merits from our chanting benefits all sentient beings.
愿大家所愿皆成。
Wish everyone's wishes comes true.
好，大家搓搓手，之后搓搓脸。
Now rub your hands together and then rub your face.
对，希望能消一
We
切
hope
我们
this
曾
can
经做
cleanse
下的
any
这个
negative karma
恶业啊
we have accumulated.
愿我们往生的亲人呢，
May our
能得到
departed loved
菩萨
ones
接引，
be guided
往
by the
生
Buddhas
东方
and
或者西方极乐
Bodhisattvas
世界啊
and be
最
reborn
起码也
in
要
the
往生
Eastern
天界
or
不
Western
在地
Pure
狱
Land.
受苦啊
At the very least,
对
they
一切
should be
在世间
reborn
的
in the
人呢
heavenly realms
都
and
能
not
够
suffer in
啊
hell.
随心所愿，如意吉祥啊
May everyone in
孩
the
子呢
world
能
achieve
乖
their
巧
wishes
啊
and
智
be
慧
blessed.
好好读书
May
听话
children be obedient,
啊
intelligent,
这个
excelled in
一
their
切该成
studies,
家立业的
and
人
be
呢，都能顺利
respectful.
地成家立业。
For those who want to settle down
还需要
and
有
establish their
理
careers,
想工
do
作的
so
人呢，才
smoothly.
能达到自己
Those
的
seeking the
愿望
ideal
找到
jobs,
好工
may
作
they find the best
希
opportunities.
望大家呢，这个身心灵
I
都能
hope
健康
everyone enjoys physical, mental, and spiritual health and happiness.
小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生变得神奇。我智慧了，我宽容了，我慈悲了，我自在了。因为有了你，生命变得更坚定，不忧忧虑。因为有了你，日子不再有哭泣，不再有恐惧。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。小小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生变得神奇。我智慧